Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. So the last couple of videos we have spoken about the Vault coming in 10.0.7 and the Primordial stones that are found within. Well, as to put a cherry upon the cake, Blizzard have released a statement or a blue post talking about just this very system. So let's get into it. Now, whether forced by the data mining that came out, or the fact that it's just landed on PTR, or just them wanting to keep the player base informed, Blizzard have come out with a blue post, as written in the intro, talking about these stones. And it still leaves a couple of questions on the table, but for the most part, it's a really good, clear, concise post. So rather than just me, well, chuntering on, why don't we take a look at it? Greetings, and a hearty hello to you people at Blizzard. We'd like to shed some light on the specifics of the features surrounding Primordial stones and how they work. Thank you. By questing in 10.0.7, you'll unlock the Zskera Vaults, which is a solo instance dungeon with some fun puzzles to solve. As you venture through, you'll acquire the Onyx Amulet, ring, and a bunch of Primordial stones that can be socketed into it. These stones have trinket-like effects, and some also work together to create some spicy combinations. Okay, so far, so good. This is what we've discovered heading into PTR, what's been data mined, what's generally been talked about. I will say it's interesting to hear that the Vault will only be solo. I'd heard rumours, but kind of a bit disappointed, but such is life. Also, Blizzard consider this to be a dungeon of sorts? If that's the case, I'm hoping there's a little bit more of that spice they're talking about. Just a little bit more something else, because that's not really what I've seen on PTR. It's primarily just been a puzzle solver. When it comes to acquiring these, the Zskera Vaults, I'm still trying to work out exactly how it's pronounced, are where you will get the Primordial stones, and can be accessed through keys that you'll receive from rares and chests across the Forbidden Reach. Again, good stuff, but also, again, what we already knew. The keys will be bound on account, so you can get your alts into the Zskera Vaults easily. Okay, so this is good to hear. We can smash around, killing all the rares we want, looting all the chests we want on our mains, but then we can hand any excess keys we've got over to our alts so they can rummage around in the vaults as well. You can crush your Primordial stones into fragments, which can be repurposed into an item to upgrade your favourite stones through your local jewelry crafter. Okay, finally, here we go. The good stuff we've been waiting for, that little bit of extra information. So jewelry crafting is going to be involved. My guess would be probably via the crafting order system. So we can crush any unwanted stones, then use the fragments we're going to get as a currency to empower the ones we do want via a jewelry crafter, or who knows, maybe the jewelry crafter just makes the upgraded item from I don't know. But whatever, we're going to crush stones, we're going to in some way interact with the jewelry crafter, and then we're going to be able to empower the stones that we do want. Again, I am liking what we're hearing. You can use these fragments to purchase newer stones from the researcher Imrath. While you can't buy specific stones, they come in families, so you'll be able to target the stones you want. Why? Why not just let us buy the gems we want? This is a kind of crappy Kinder Surprise. Okay, so you gain, I don't know, you buy a fire pack. You crack it open and maybe you get the stone you want, or instead, more likely, you get a crappy one that you have to scrap. This is just going to be frustrating, and I don't see why it needs to be this way. But let's push on. Primordial stones can be unsocketed from the amulet. Okay, this is big. This means that you can unsocket them, then obviously apply whatever upgrades you want to them, and then resocket them. Ooh, that's good. That is something at least. Our intent here is to minimize random outcomes, so that you can customize and experiment with your amulet. It's an omelette now, I have no idea why. Similar to the Mechacon trinket, the pocket-sized compilation device, being able to upgrade your favourite stones will also increase the item level of the ring to 2? Oh no, my friend, to 424. It's been a long day. Allowing its power to scale up in a deterministic way. it didn't take a genius to work this out from the outset. Everyone was saying it's basically going to be the new version of the Mecha Trinket. As soon as we saw this ring and what it was going to be capable of, I like the fact that we can upgrade our gems, and that via that, the ring itself will also increase in power. But the next bit may be the one that has people just sighing in relief and be like, oh, okay, this is not going too crazy. Of course, given its maximum item level, we expect that you'll replace it with something better in Dragonflight Season 2. So this is not staying around. It isn't something that's going to increase in power more and more each tier until eventually it's completely broken, and if you don't have very specific things, then you're just going to be shit out of luck. Now, that's not to say it isn't a taste of maybe what's to come. Maybe down the road we get a similar system, kind of in a story sense. Let's say the dragons go, oh, what have you found in Netherian's vault? And we go, oh, it's this funky ring we've been trying out. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll give the ring here. You don't need it right now. We're going to work on it and experiment. And then, later on down the expansion, they gain some sort of new primal dragonstone system. Let's say for the last raid, oh, you're going to need this power boost. Here's the primal dragon ring system. Enjoy. If that's the case, and this is a kind of test run, then I'm all for it. Also, this is just Blizzard trying things out on a low scale, less permanent impact overall for the player experience. I am hell yes down for that. This is going to help players that are still looking to complete normal, heroic, or mythic. It's going to help players looking to get their 2000, 2500 mythic score. But once Season 2 rolls around, we'll be moving on to something new. Of course, it will be interesting to see how this scales. I've heard rumours that the bow that currently drops from Raid is still going to be BIS even in next tier. And it's going to be one hell of an item level boost. It's going to be one hell of a ring, full stop, that is going to be powerful enough to replace this ring that we're going to be wearing. And of course, will the powers stay with us? We'll be able to use them going forward in the Mage Tower, for instance. There's a lot of questions, but this kind of, I think we, for now, are done with the Primordial Stones. If any really big news comes out, we'll look at it. But for now, it's time to turn our gaze elsewhere on the PTR and see what else it has to offer. Until then, thank you for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Ladies, everyone.